Hi friends, welcome to DC Tutorials. Today's topic is salivary glands. This salivary glands, they are present outside the buccal cavity. Don't confuse with this salivary glands because ಎಲ್ಲರೂ salivary glands ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬಕಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಅದು. salivary glands they are present outside the buccal cavity. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ when it comes to the salivary glands, these glands they are going to secrete the saliva. So this saliva, it is responsible for digestion of food. So it digests the food, and this saliva contains 99.5% of water, and there is a presence of mucin, that is the mucus, and it contains enzymes like salivary amylase. It is also called as taline, lysozyme, and it also contains electrolytes like sodium, potassium, chloride, bicarbonate, etc. And it also acts as antibacterial agent. So in the salivary glands we can see three types. So there are three types of salivary glands are present outside the buccal cavity. So when it comes to the three types, they are, the first one is the parotid gland, and second one is the submandibular gland, and third one is the sublingular gland. So normally it says that the salivary glands, there are three pairs. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ salivary glands ನಮ್ಮ ಬಕಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ there are three pairs ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So total we have 6 salivary glands. So let's start with one by one and where it is present in the means outside the buccal cavity. So the first one is the parotid gland. This parotid gland, which is the largest gland of all the salivary glands. ಎಲ್ಲ salivary glands means 3 glands ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ parotid gland ಅನ್ನೋದು largest gland ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And they are present just front of the ears. They are present just front of the ears ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So another one, and this is the largest gland ಅಂತ ಆಯಿತು, it is just front of the ears ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Then when it comes to the second one, that is submandibular gland. Submandibular gland. This submandibular gland, it is a medium sized gland. It is a medium sized gland, and normally these glands, they are present just below the buccal cavity, that is at the first incisors of lower jaw. And next one, that is the sublingual or sublingular gland. This gland, which is called as smallest gland, size ಅಲ್ಲಿ smallest ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, small ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, and they are present just below the tongue. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಅಂದರೆ ಟಂಗ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, let's see the positions of this glands in the buccal cavity where it is present. So let's draw the diagram of this buccal cavity. This is the opening of the mouth, and in this part there is a presence of ear, and this is the mouth. Inside the mouth we can see the teeth, and in this there is a presence of tongue presence agide. So let's see the first gland, that is called as parotid gland. These glands, they are present here. This is the largest gland, and this gland, they are present in front of the ear. Idana ears anta tagondre in front of the ears ata presence agirutte, and this gland, they open at vestibule. So see here, this is the gland called parotid gland, and this gland which is present in front of the ears, and they are present on both the sides. ಎರಡು ಸೈಡಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಫೇಸಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಎರಡು ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೂ parotid glands on either sides of the ear, and these glands, they form a one duct ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. The duct name called as Stenson's duct. The duct name called as Stenson's duct, and this duct which opens at the upper jaw, the place called as vestibule. Vestibule andre already ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. It is the space between the teeth and the lips, right? No. So Stenson's duct ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ it parotid glands ಸಲೈವನ ಸೆಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು Stenson's duct ತಗೊಬಂದು ವೆಸ್ಟಿಬ್ಯೂಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ parotid glands through the Stenson's duct, it opens in the vestibule part of the upper jaw. So another one ನೋಡೋಣ, that is the submandibular gland. This gland, they are presence below the buccal cavity, and they also have a one duct called Wharton's duct, and this duct which opens at the first pair of the incisors, that is below the tongue. So the another gland which is called as submandibular gland antivi, idana second gland. This is medium gland, and they have a duct name called Wharton's duct, and this duct which opens below the buccal cavity, that is below the tongue, and in front of the first incisors in the lower jaw. Lower jaw ಕೆಳಗಡೆ Wharton's duct open ಆದರೆ upper jaw ಹತ್ರ, that is in the vestibule place ಅಲ್ಲಿ Stenson's duct open ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So another one duct, they are presence, okay ಇದೇ ಕಲರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Another one duct, that is the third duct called as the sublingular duct, and this duct, they are the smallest duct, and this have another duct name called as ductus of Rivinus, and which opens below the tongue. Tongue ಕೆಳಗಡೆ open ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So the name of the third duct called the sublingular gland, and this sublingular gland, they have a duct name called ductus of Rivinus, or it is also called as Wharton's duct anta kuda antare, and this duct which opens at the, that is below the tongue place ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So we have three types of the duct. In that first duct is the first gland is the parotid gland. These glands, they are present in front of the ear, and they have a duct called Stenson's duct, and this duct which opens at the vestibule part of the upper jaw. Then another one, we have a second gland called as submandibular gland, and this submandibular gland name indicates that sub andre below anta, mandibular andre mandibles anta. So this submandibular gland which opens into the first incisor of the lower jaw through the Wharton's duct. So Wharton's duct ಮುಖಾಂತರ first incisors of lower jaw ಅಲ್ಲಿ open ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And the next one, that is the third one. Third one is the sublingular gland. This sublingular gland, they are present below the tongue, and this sublingular gland which forms a duct called as ductus of Rivinus, or it is also called as Wharton's duct, and this duct which opens below the tongue. So tongue ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದು open ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Thank you friends. If you like this video, please share and subscribe.